Compared to the original SmokeNINJA, the SmokeNINJA Pro is a tremendous upgrade. However, this upgraded kit is also priced lower than the original. Don't hear that every day. If the SmokeNINJA is already on your wishlist, there is no reason to not jump right on the Pro. There are three main upgrades on the Pro. The most impactful one, in my opinion, is the Hazer fan, which is included if you get the Hazer kit. Combined with the optional bubble kit, you can have a lot of fun with this. Second is a big upgrade to runtime. You can output continuously for much longer on the Pro now. And last but not least, the Pro can be triggered externally over its USB-C port, which opens up quite some possibilities for Pro use cases. To be fully honest, I don't believe the Type-C connectivity to be a feature most end users are even going to be concerned about, because in the kit, the SmokeNINJA Pro already ships with a remote which lets us trigger the SmokeNINJA wirelessly. This is already perfect for most use cases, but there is of course a however. I did notice that if you have multiple SmokeNINJAs in the same space with multiple remotes, the wireless signals do interfere with each other. A wired button in this case would be extremely useful, but to take it even further, PMI Gear is also making a DMX module so we can trigger each unit over DMX. But now let's talk about continuous output. Being able to do so continuously for 3 minutes now, this is genuinely a tremendous upgrade from the original SmokeNINJA. The previous maximum was 1 minute of continuous output, so a threefold increase in output per burst. For long bursts like this, it's quite normal for a bit of cloud formula to spit from the nozzle, but included with the Pro Kit now is a liquid blocker to minimize exactly this. PMI Gear does say that you can haze up to 1,000 square feet with a single burst now, but if you do full send a 3-minute burst in a smaller studio like mine, it is entirely possible to completely overhaze your entire space from a palm-sized battery-powered device. The cooldown time is also astonishingly short for such a long burst. Once fully depleted, it takes only about a minute for the health bar to reset completely, which by the way isn't even necessary before you can start outputting again. You'll be able to pump out more fog the moment the bar turns white. But now let's talk about my favorite addition to the SmokeNINJA Pro, this Hazer fan attachment. Thing is, this doesn't even have to be an attachment. It's got its own built-in rechargeable battery, so it can function completely independently, but for the most part, it will be wirelessly triggered by the main unit. Once the fan's been paired and powered, it will automatically run when the SmokeNINJA is outputting. This means when you do use it as an attachment, there's no electronic contacts, you don't hook any cables up, just pop it on, and it works. Compared to running it without the Hazer fan, there is a ginormous difference in terms of how far the fog gets thrown across the room. Even if you throw on the jet tip, it's still no match for a powered fan spreading these particles out for you. When you want to fill a space up with haze because you want that gorgeous volumetric lighting, this fan saves you both labor and time. By gusting it out to begin with, you don't have to reach for that reflector to fan the fog about, which otherwise does tend to hang around the same area. You also don't have to wait as long before you start rolling a take because you're waiting for the fog to settle. This starts off being distributed a lot more evenly as opposed to the thick clouds of Brownian movement if you were to fog without a fan. Remember, you can still use the fan individually if you want to fan the fog out further. The SmokeNINJA Pro actually automatically jumps into a secret fourth mode once it detects a connected Hazer fan. This is haze mode, indicated by the purple bars, which overrides the fog, dry ice, and steam modes. Instead, the buttons now control 3 different densities of output along with fan speed. This fan speed is the exact, rather genius way you get to control the size of your smoke-filled bubbles when you use it with the bubble kit. The slower you run the fan, the bigger your bubbles, and it's the other way around if you run it at high fan speeds. Just in case you're wondering, the bubble kit comes with a bubble nozzle, the bubble formula, as well as a dipping tray. The idea is to mount the nozzle right in front of the fan, and that pushes the bubble rain out with an area of effect, which I would describe as enough to cover your immediate area. Now, how long each burst of bubble rain can last will depend mainly on the fan speed. On the higher speed with fine bubbles, I got around 4 seconds of bubble output per dip. Medium speed got me around 8 seconds, and lower speed big bubbles got me a good 19 seconds or so. It's a pretty unique effect. The finest bubbles are almost snow-like, and it's a pretty interesting visual when they pop and unleash that cloud of smoke. Definitely super dreamy when you film these in slow motion. With an effect like this, it's really down to user creativity now. And remember, you can also use the bubble kit without the Hazer fan to blow one big smoky bubble. In fact, I actually did that in my recent review of the Alpha 1 Mark II. I waited for one of these bubbles to pop, and I used the pre-capture function to get a photo of the exact moment the membrane went, but the smoke was still in the shape of a bubble. The bubble kit is a $12 add-on, but even when you add this on top of the $229 Hazer kit, it still comes in at $8 less than the launch price of the old classic SmokeNINJA. It of course still comes with the mounts and nozzles, the same easily replaceable 18650 battery, and it's only $199 if you option the SmokeNINJA Pro without the Hazer. However, there is a chance you might not have to pay for one, because I'm running a giveaway on my Instagram account where I'll be giving away 2 units of this. But just in case you don't like leaving it to luck, I've got purchase links down below as well. Guess I'll see you around.